Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Just getting set up for the Monday report. Just trying to find out if I've got sound. Can anybody hear me out there? And also wanted to see if some of my video clips were working as well before we get started. Got a few cool clips queued up. I've never used that function before in StreamYard, so hopefully everything works out real good. And looks like, okay, so we got one like. Hey, buddy, whoever liked that, can you hear me? Everything sounds okay? Can you throw me a comment? And we are getting close to 8 o'clock, I think. Or sorry, 7 o'clock. I guess it's time. Then. We might as well do the thing. And the 306 shop has actually moved locations. I'm going to have to get that new address for you, but in the meantime, we're still going to play this ad because it's queued up. The Wavell Star Show is proudly brought to you by the 306 shop located at 2322 9th Avenue North in Regina, Saskatchewan. As you can see, they have made the brand new Wavell 306 shirts. And if you want one, you can hit me up or you can head on down to 2322 9th Avenue North to the 306 shop. All right, it looks like we're good to go, I think. So, with that, welcome to the Wavell Star Show. I'm your host, First Nation sensation, Wavell Star. Coming to Facebook Live, also LinkedIn Live and YouTube Live, but no one cares over there because I can't get a following, but that's okay. I'll keep grinding. I'll keep mucking and grinding. So, lots to talk about on the Monday report. We'll get right at it. I want to save the discussions about the Brandon hockey tournament and happenings that went over there. We'll save that for a little bit later on. I'll let some of the viewers stream in because I've got some video clips that I want to show, and I also want to get some viewers' feedback on some of the more controversial posts that were out there on social media. Of course, it's always entertaining after a powwow or a gathering or the Dakota Winterfest. To check out Facebook and all the social media on Monday. So I was out there checking that out, and there was lots. Of course, this weekend was the Royal Rumble, and the winner of the men's Royal Rumble was Cody Rhodes. And I think that a lot of people predicted that one, and it was good to see. I actually did see that finish, and it got a great pop. For the women, that one was Rhea Ripley. No surprises there as well. Also talk about The Rock coming back. Apparently, they're saying that the discussions are at a pause right now because there's no time for him to get in shape for WrestleMania. He's in pretty good shape. I bet you if the check was for enough zeros, he could do some cardio. I bet. So who knows? Maybe they'll do that. What else is going on? We've got a big show coming up in Whitecap on Wednesday. We are heading out there to the elementary school, and we've got a hell of a card. Really, really excited to see Levi Knight versus Michael Allen and Richard Clark. Both of them back from Georgia. They were down there for a number of months studying their craft and working at Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory, I believe it is called. And really looking forward to watching them tear it up out in Whitecap on Wednesday. And I, of course, will be there as well, defending the belt. As per usual, it is going to be an incredible day, and I look forward as well to seeing my good buddy Connor Esperance. Wrestling name, Tony Novak. He's been wrestling for not very long, but he is out of Saskatoon, and he's a local favorite, and he's awesome. So I'm hoping that a lot of the folks out in Whitecap, Wapaska, that see him where he works out at the casino, Dakota Dunes, come on out and check out the show. There's a really big show coming up this Wednesday at 6 o'clock at the gym. So be watching for that. That's going to be incredible. What else we got here? Oh, hey, I know. Let's talk about this. Before we get to Brandon, there was a recent post on Facebook in regards to a AAA game in Red Deer. And nowadays, Dance, Harv, Mananto, Yamaga. How you doing over there, Harv? Gonna bring you a comment on screen there. My good buddy from Sapatawiak. How you doing, my friend? So this game here, this is the Alberta Elite Hockey League. And one of the interesting things that's happened with hockey over the years is these apps. For the parents that can't make it out to the games, it's a real lifesaver that we can log on to Hockey TV and check out the games. Really, really good coverage, and they're all mic'd up. So with those mics, oftentimes we're catching stuff that we never used to catch before. And for anybody that has been around First Nations hockey player that has shared some of the things that they've went through, oftentimes it's a really common place to put up with racial slurs. And for years and years, nothing ever really happened because, they'd say them to you and no one would hear them. And that's, no one could call a penalty. But with these apps and with these mics, you can't miss it. Like, you totally can't miss it. So I'm going to play the first clip, which plays the infraction. So the infraction is he tells the player to go back to the res A, and it's right at the very beginning, literally at like 1 second, and then I'll loop it a few times, and after that, I will go back and I'll show the result. Go back to the red. So there it is. Right at the very front, he picked him up. He caught him saying, go back to res A. And thinking that there wasn't any mic, but there's a mic right there in the penalty box, right beside them when they were talking. So here is what happened. I will show what transpired after that occurred. This is the entire clip. Let's go back. Let's go back and play that one again. I want to show that one again. See? And then as soon as he saw that he was caught, he tried to deny it. Unfortunately, these awesome hockey apps that save the parents, sometimes they catch a little bit more than the players wish that they would. So unfortunately for that player, we are looking at gross misconduct, which is a minimum 5-game suspension. So good on the officials over there in Red Deer at the Alberta Elite Hockey League. And good on the young gentleman, Reese, I believe his name was, for not retaliating, for keeping a smooth head, for keeping a calm head. I think a lot of us that have been in that similar situation, maybe not every time we had that calm head, but glad that you were able to do that. And we're proud of you. We support you. It was really good to see that. Hey, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there in Calgary. We'll be back there very soon. It would have been this weekend, actually. I wish I could go there to check out the ISA Eagles as they play in Calgary this weekend. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it out there. So let's move on. I've got some other clips here. What else happened? So at the Dakota Winterfest in Brandon, there was quite a bit going on. From a quick social media scan, I grabbed some of the most viral videos that I thought stood out. So I will go ahead and play it. And here we go. Good playoff hockey. That's right. Coming up. Yeah, we got some good players out there in the Keystone Junior Hockey League. That's for sure, Harv. So this was the U18 final, which was between the Métis Warriors from Manitoba versus the Battle River Hawks from North Battleford. Somebody caught this video, and here it is.
Get off the ice. Go home, guys.
So, a little bit of a melee there, out at the U18 final. But I personally know a bunch of the boys that were in that game, and a lot of them are really good buddies, and I'm sure that they were able to calm down and be bros again after they got rid of that aggression. Sometimes that's how it is at these tournaments. They get really emotional, very competitive hockey, very good hockey too. Unfortunately, sometimes emotion gets the best and things happen like that. What else do we have here? Oh, another one. There was scrap. This one got viral. It was Sandy Bay versus Norway House. This one doesn't take too long. That guy just loving it. Oh, just kidding. Anyways, that looked like a little bit of a rough one. That was a little bit of a rough one, but every once in a while the tempers fly and things happen on the ice. Hopefully everybody's okay. If we needed medical attention, hopefully they were able to get some medical attention there. Hey, what's up, my man? Good to see you here. Tremendous. The cannon. All right, what else do we have here? Here we go. This is probably the one that garnered the most attention, I believe. So it was the senior contact final in Brandon, the Dakota Winterfest. It was Lane Stars. Shout out to Conrad McNabb for Conrad McKay. Sorry, Connie. I was thinking of Calvin. Anyway, shout out to Conrad McKay and Lane Stars for taking the championship there versus the Round Lake Bears. It was a hell of a final. I was planning on going to bed early, but I went on Facebook and saw that there was live feeds of the game, and I just couldn't do it. I had to stay up and watch that. It was an incredible game. Really good to see that hockey going on. Lots of high caliber players. Some former pro players there as well. And of course here seems to be the talk of the day that I saw was a hit on former NHL player Dwight King, who played for LA as well as Montreal. And I'm not sure who it was that made the hit, but I've got a couple of different angles. Let's try this one first. It might not be the best view. Ooh, that was a tough one. So you could see that you could really hear the crowd. The crowd really reacted to that one. Here's a different view from the other side. So obviously, a little bit shocking. After that, King ended up going to the dressing room, and it's not surprisingly, there's. Nowadays, with the head injuries and the concussions that happen in sports, definitely not worth the risk to continue playing through that. A little bit of controversy on that. There seems to be a couple of different perspectives in regards to the body contact. There is one stream or one group of people that believe that Dwight King, being a former NHLer and a role model who has a positive influence on Indigenous youth, should maybe not be hit like that. Maybe they should treat him with a little bit more respect and not line him up like that. Then there's other people that believe that, hey, it's contact hockey, and if you're gonna strap him up and get out there, then you have to be ready to take what happens. So I'm not too sure. Honestly, as an athlete myself, and as an older athlete, I tend to think on the former. Head injuries are really, really serious. And for anybody that's ever had them, they know that they're not fun. So I would like to offer my, I hope you have my support for Dwight King. I hope he's okay. And also, I don't know, the ref was right there, and it didn't look like there was a call made, so I'm not sure. It didn't look like there was I'm not sure if it was a dirty hit or not, but I've seen some opinions. Some have said that maybe the person that delivered the body check maybe jumped up and threw his elbow a bit. I personally didn't see that. I saw that he kind of turned towards him like he was giving a hip check and ran into him, but it didn't look like he hit him with his elbow or his back of his tricep at all. Either way, it was pretty big hit, and definitely the talk of Facebook from what I saw today. So with that, I would like to throw that out to you, the viewer. What did you think of that hit? Is that too far, or is that fair game because it was contact hockey? So let me know what you think in the comments, and be ready to check out the next edition of the Monday Report. In the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another edition of the Wavell Star Show. Bye-bye now. We will see you the next time. And broadcast